Hey guys, we're gonna get after a little TRX yoga flow using our suspension trainer. So our warm-up's gonna begin with that TRX suspension trainer set at mid-length. Our first exercise up is gonna be the TRX breaststroke squat. So from here, facing that anchor point, you're gonna start with those hands right beside your chest, staying nice and tall. You're gonna take a nice deep breath in, and then you're gonna exhale, squat, reach those hands out, then inhale, bring those hands right back in that circular position to the top. Again, big breath in, and then exhale, squat, stand. So we're gonna take about 45 seconds here. Moving in and out of this movement. So make sure you're exhaling as you stand up. Inhale on the way down, staying nice and tall through that spine. Make sure you keep pressure down onto those handles the entire time, keeping the neck nice and long. Keeping light pressure onto those handles while keeping that core engaged. Good. From here, we're going into a golf swing, a little TRX golf swing. So stepping forward with those hands right about your hip level, pressing down onto those handles. We're going to keep those shoulders down out of the chest, or excuse me, keep the shoulders down out of the ears. We're going to take both arms out to the side. You can take those hands, reach open, and back. Bring it back to the other side. You can open it up, and back down the other side. Continuing moving side to side here. Opening through that chest, into the shoulders. You can pause and reset down here at the bottom if you want to, and then go back to the other side. Go slow. Try not to rush through this. Make sure you're getting some good opening through the chest and shoulders. Make sure you pivot on that back foot. Good, just a few more seconds here. Good. Then we're gonna go into TRX windmill. Again, keeping that TRX at mid-length. We're gonna face away from that anchor point. So lunge out to the right and press back. So lunge with a rotation. Nice, slow lunge. Stepping out with that right foot, rotating over the top of that front leg. Pushing that outside hand to the side. You make sure you bend that back knee so it lowers towards the floor. But again, you can go fast as you want to. You can go slow as you want to. So make sure you keep your shoulders out of your ears. Finishing up here. Good. One more on that left side. Good. So that's a little bit of a warm-up. We're going to take this into our first exercise, making sure that we're keeping good focus on just staying relaxed, staying open. Our first exercise is going to be Warrior 1. So if you have a mat, grab that mat, bring it down to the ground. If you don't want to use your suspension trainer, feel free not to use that suspension trainer. If you want to use that suspension trainer, if your balance is a little bit off, you can just easily jump to the floor. Take that TRX to mid-calf length. So from here, we're going to load up that right foot through both foot cradles, staying nice and tall through that spine. That left knee is over the ankle. We're going to take a big breath in, reach those arms up, and exhale right back down. Again, we could reach up. Now exhale, rotating, reaching that right hand back, left hand overhead. Big breath in, reach those arms up. Exhale, rotate over to the left. Again, big breath in. Exhale. Big breath in, reach up. One more time on that left side. Exhale. Good. From here, if you want to, we're going to take a little challenge. We're going to take a big breath in, reach up. And then exhale, back into that lunge. Stay lifted. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, rotate over that front leg. Good. One more time each side. Big breath in, reach up. Then exhale, rotate. One more. Big breath in, reach up, nice and tall. Exhale, rotate. Good. From here, drop that back knee. We're still keeping that right foot through. We're going to take that right hand down onto the ground. We're going to do a little rotation over that front leg. So from here, you can press onto that front knee, rotating towards that front leg. Then you can rotate that left hand up towards the ceiling. You can stay right here, or you can extend that left leg out. Really trying to challenge into that hip, challenging that balance. Good. Then we're going to bring that back. I just want you to take and shift that weight backwards. See if you can pull the toes towards your face. Good. Then shift that weight back forward. You're going to bring both hands to the inside of that left foot now. Then rotate. Reach that right hand up towards the sky. You can stay right here again. Or if you want to, you can extend that back leg, pressing into the foot cradles, reaching up. Good. Then bringing that back down. Then from here, we're going to crawl that left foot over to the right side of that mat. That shin's going to go parallel with the front of that mat if the hip's really open, or you can slide that left foot towards the right hip. Sinking that hip down towards the ground. We can take and make our way down to the ground. But start nice and tall. Keep that spine nice and long. You can make your way down to the forearms. Or if you want to, you can make your way all the way down. Stacking those hands, placing that head onto those arms all the way down. Or you can take those hands, extend them out, head down to the ground. Good. Then slowly making your way up. We're going to take and kickstand this left foot around, extending that right leg. Left hand is going to be underneath of the shoulder. From here, reach that right hand up. Squeeze your butt, press those hips forward. Good. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, reach that right hand towards the inner foot. Still flexing those toes towards your foot or your face, reaching that left hand up towards the sky. Good. Then we're going to have a seat facing that anchor point. Grabbing onto both of those straps. We're going to rock the baby just a little bit here. If you want to, and you're fairly flexible, just drop that strap. Pull that foot in towards your chest. Just rock it side to side. Stay tall through that torso. Good. We're going to switch sides. Left foot through both foot cradles. Repeating that sequence on the other side. Again, making sure that we're staying nice and tall through that torso the entire time. So this right foot is out in front with that knee stacked right over the ankle. Again, we're going to take the big breath in, reach up. And then exhale, bring it right back down. Again, big breath in, reach up. We're going to exhale, rotate, open up, looking over that back shoulder. Again, big breath in, reach up. Exhale, rotate, look over that back hand. Again, big breath in, reach up. Exhale, rotate, looking over that back hand. Big breath in, reach up. Make sure you're squeezing your butt. Exhale, rotate, look over that back hand. Okay, we're gonna add that challenge here if you want it. You can stand up as you breathe in, reach up. And then exhale, rotate, lower down into that lunge. Big breath in, reach it up. Exhale, rotate. Again, staying lifted, looking over that back hand. Again, big breath in, reach it up. Exhale, rotate, look over that back hand. One more time. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, rotate. Good. From here, we're going to drop that back knee. You can scoot that back knee back just a little bit. We're going to extend that right leg, pulling the toes in towards the face. Keep that spine nice and long. You're going to feel a good stretch coming behind your calf, behind your hamstring. Try to not round that back. Stay nice and tall through that torso. Good. From here, shift that weight forward, bringing both hands to the inside of that right foot. With that right hand down on the ground, you're going to rotate open away from that front leg. You can stay right here, or you can extend into that lunge. Remember to breathe and keep that core nice and strong. Good, rotating back. We're going to take that right hand onto that right knee. Now your left hand's to the inside of that left or the right foot. Reach that right hand up towards the sky. Again, staying tall. You can stay right here, or you can exhale, extend that back leg. Getting a little balance challenge. Working on keeping that spine nice and long. If this is too much for your shoulder to keep your hand up there, you can just take your hand and place it on your low back. Good, then slowly lower that knee back to the ground. Take that right foot, crawl to the left side of that mat. Depending on how open your right hip is, you might have to pull that right foot back towards that left hip. Again, staying tall here. Taking that deep breath in. Again, try to keep that chest nice and lifted. You can start to make your way down to the forearms. And then if you want to, you can stack those hands together. Again, placing that head on those hands. You might notice this side might be a little bit tighter than the other or looser. If you want to, you can walk those hands out. Take the head, place it on the floor. Let's try to breathe and relax. Good. Slowly making your way up out of that. We're going to pivot that right foot around. Keeping that right hand underneath of that right shoulder. Pull the left toes in towards the shin. Reach those left hands up towards the sky. Squeeze your butt, push those hips forward. Good, and taking a big breath in, reach up. Right hand comes up, left hand's on the shin. Good, then we're going to take this down to the ground. Having a seat facing that anchor point. Again, grabbing onto both of those straps. Rock that baby just a little bit. Or again, depending on how open that left hip is, grab onto both, or grabbing onto that foot, excuse me. Just rocking it side to side. from here, we're going to stand up. However you feel comfortable standing up into that. We're then going to adjust our straps up to mid-length. Once you get your TRX set to mid-length, we're going to step back away from that anchor point. From here, we're going to take and place one hand through both foot cradles. That right hand is going to go parallel with your right shoulder. We're going to take this into a little warrior using our strap for assistance. Rotating that right foot towards the anchor point. Square your shoulders and hips, side facing that anchor point. From here, taking a big breath in, we're going to hinge at the waist. It means we're pushing that left hip back. We're reaching that left hand towards the sky as we press the right hand down into the foot cradles, keeping that right shoulder out of the ear. Big breath in, exhale. Sinking a little bit more into that right hamstring, but keeping good pressure, activation into that right hand. Big breath in. Exhale. Take that left hand, place it on top of the right. You can pivot that left foot around as you press your chest towards the ground, bringing that head in between the hands. Good. Slipping that right hand out, pressing down into that left hand actively. We're trying to rotate towards the right. Still trying to keep those hips engaged. Still trying to keep that spine nice and long. Still trying to keep that left hand nice and active. Take that big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good. Then we're bringing that right hand down onto the shin or onto the foot. Then from here, we're rotating, taking that left hand up towards the ceiling, pressing actively into that foot cradle. Again, trying to stay nice and tall through that torso. Good, big breath in and exhale. We're going to face that anchor point. We're going to step that left foot through as we grab onto both of those handles, crossing the left ankle over the right knee. Set those hips down and back, keeping that torso nice and tall. Try to really think about keeping your hips square to that anchor point, pushing that left knee down towards the ground, pulling the toe towards your shins. Good, slowly coming out of that, stepping that left foot towards the ground. Taking that left hand through both foot cradles, stepping that right foot back. Left toes still facing that anchor point, right toes facing sideways, keeping that chest nice and tall. Big breath in, exhale, hinge at the waist. Reach that right hand up as you press the left hand down firmly into those foot cradles. Feeling that stretch come into that left hamstring, calf, and maybe under that left shoulder. Try to keep that chest nice and open, shoulders stacked. Again, big breath in, exhale. One more breath in. Then exhale, rotate, placing that right hand on top of the left. You can rotate that right foot in, pressing the chest and head through those arms, keeping that front leg nice and straight. Good, letting that left hand come out, pressing firmly onto the right. Continuing to rotate around to the left, bringing that left hand up towards the sky. Again, if your shoulder doesn't like this too much, just go ahead and take that hand and place it behind your back. Still continuing to rotate that chest open, nice and strong. Press firmly into those foot cradles. Big breath in. Exhale. Take your hand onto your shin, onto the foot. Rotate that right hand up towards the sky, pushing your hips back. Press your hand actively into those foot cradles. Good, bringing it back. Center. Step that right foot forward. As you grab onto both of those handles, you're going to cross that right ankle over the left knee. Set those hips down and back. Push that knee down. Pull those toes towards your shins. Keep that chest tall. Good, slowly coming out of that. We're going to do a little back bend opening sequence here. So we're going to make sure we're going to put that TRX into a secure single handle mode. Taking the right handle, passing it through the left handle, the left triangle of the left handle, switching hands. Again, take the right handle, pass it through the left triangle of that left handle. Once you get that pulled through, pull down securely. Make sure that the straps are locked together. Then from here, we're going to walk forward, putting our straps on like a jacket. That means they're coming underneath of those shoulders behind the upper back. Once we have that strap set right about that upper back, we're just going to lean into this just a little bit to unload that body just a bit. From here, we're going to take a big breath in, reach those arms up. And then we're going to exhale, side bending to the left, keeping both arms extended overhead. Again, big breath in, reach up to the center. And then exhale, side bend to the right. Really reaching through that left hand, but keeping both arms extended overhead. Again, big breath in, reach up. Side bending to the left. This time you can drop that left hand to your side as you reach the right hand far to the left. Again, big breath in, reach both hands up. Exhale, drop that right hand, side bend, reach that left hand to the side. Good, big breath in, reach up. And then exhale, let those hands come down. Good, from here, if you're comfortable with this, we're gonna let those straps slide to mid-back spot here. Then you're gonna step forward just a little bit, holding on to both of the sides of that strap. You can take a big breath in, and then exhale, let that head come back. Hold on tight to those straps. Big breath in, and then exhale. Come back up, chin to chest. Hang out here for a second. Again, big breath in. Exhale, holding on to both straps, let that head go back. You can bend the knees a little bit. Good, breathing, hanging out here. Good, big breath in. Tuck your chin to your chest, step back a little bit, and exhale. Nice job. We're gonna finish this up down on the ground. So TRX is gonna go back to mid-calf length. Make sure the bottom of those foot cradles hit you right at the middle of the calf, or those handles will hit you right at the kneecaps. From here, we're gonna lay all the way down onto our belly. And then we're gonna take a hold of both of those foot cradles through our hands. So starting with that head down onto the floor, you're gonna press into those handles, taking a big breath in, pull those elbows back, keep that neck long, and then exhale, let it all come right back down to the floor, extending those arms overhead. Big breath in, press, pull those elbows in, exhale, letting that go, reach those arms overhead. Big breath in, press, pull the elbows in, exhale, letting it relax. Good. 2 more times. Big breath in, press, pull the elbows, pause, hold, really pull those shoulders together, keep that neck long, and then exhale, let it down. 1 more time. Big breath in, press, pull, hold, keep that neck long, pull those shoulders down and back, And then exhale, letting that go. Good. Making your way back up onto your knees. We're going to take this into a little pigeon pose. So we're going to take that left foot forward. We're going to rotate that right knee again so it's down with that foot flat. Pressing our hands firmly into those foot cradles, taking a big breath in. Exhale, sink into this. Let that chest come forward, reach those arms out. You can curl that back toe under if you want to. Try to hang out here for 5 breaths. Hopefully those hips should be feeling nice and loose. Hopefully you should be getting some good stretch to the shoulders. Good, big breath in, come back up. We're gonna take that right hand now through both foot cradles. Left hand's gonna go on to the mat beside us. Big breath in, we're gonna exhale, reach that right hand over to the left as we press and lower that chest towards the floor. Exhale, sinking down into this. Reach, exhale. Big breath in, swing it back to center, and then we're switching legs. Right foot comes in front, bringing that left foot and left knee behind our body. Again, you can keep that back toe curled under or flat, staying tall through that torso, taking a big breath in. Exhale, sink down into this. Again, depending on how tight that right hip is, that left foot might need to come, or that right foot might need to come into that left hip just to reduce some of that tension. Just let that tension go with every breath, sinking that chest towards the mat. Good, big breath in, coming back up. Again, taking that left hand through both foot cradles. Right hand is now onto the mat next to you. Taking that left hand, exhale, reaching it over to the right, pushing that chest towards the shin. Reach as you exhale with that left hand. Letting that hip relax. And slowly making your way back up. Last but not least, we're going to place our heels into the foot cradle. So go ahead and roll onto your back. Let those heels drop into those foot cradles, extending those legs out, arms out to the side, palms up. Start to swing those feet a little side to side. Getting really loose and heavy into those legs. Taking that big breath in. Exhale, just let it go. You can move your feet side to side and then let it go. Just let the momentum, let them fall wherever that momentum stops. Again, keeping those fingers relaxed, keep those hands relaxed. Relax your shoulders. Don't tense up those legs. Let your feet relax. Feel your breath into your belly. Nice, strong, slow exhale. And exhale. Slowly opening up your eyes. We're going to pull those knees in towards the chest. Just lift those heels out of the foot cradle so they fall out. Placing the feet onto the ground, roll over to your side. Pressing yourself up. Having a seat. Feeling out that body. If there's any tension, just let it go. One more breath in. Exhale. Guys, thank you for joining me for this 30-minute flow. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Use this daily. It'll help reset your mind. Let the stress just flow away. Open up that body. Thanks for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed it.